Hey, what's going on, everyone? I appreciate y'all coming here and checking out this Fallout 76 video. In this one, I got some amazing news to announce about Fallout 76. Before I get into all this, though, it would be greatly appreciated if you could take a little bit of your time sometime during this video and leave a like on it. Let's see if we can get this video to surpass 700 likes. That'd be amazing to see. I know it's a lot to ask for, but guys, it genuinely does help out the videos a lot. So yeah, your support is greatly appreciated. Anyways, in this video, I wanted to talk about some good news. Good news about Fallout 76. Yes, there's still a lot of negatives happening with the Fallout 76 update with the Ghoul, but there are some positives. So, you know, it seems like Bethesda is listening. First off, in this video, I just wanted to discuss the change they made. As you see here, I am on the Fallout Ghoul wiki, and I'm just going to go ahead and type in disguise, and guess what was removed, guys? Those major penalties that we got when we wore the disguise, like the super over encumbrance and all that I covered in the past, they got rid of that. I'll go ahead and pull up exactly what all the debuffs were and what it was before. As you see here, I got this information in the past when the PTS was still going on the Fallout Ghoul wiki, and I discussed how this was a horrible thing, and a lot of players did agree with me in the comments. And I think we made a change, guys. I think Bethesda heard us somehow. Maybe the complaints got around to them, or you know, more people were discussing it in the PTS, how this was a bad thing. But check it out. This was something that was in the past. While wearing the disguise, ghouls will have the following penalties. Sprinting will cost 50% more action points. Feral meter depletion rate is increased by 30. Movement speed is slightly slower, and you get super over encumbrance, drastic action point drain, and forced slow walk. So when you become over encumbered, like, dude, you're going to be walking extremely slow. And not to mention, we wasn't even going to be able to run that much because our action points were already being drained even faster from sprinting. But all of that has been removed. Thankfully, the disguise is actually a little better now. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still kind of lame and tedious how we have to go back and forth from JVO to get this special disguise when really we could disguise ourselves. I really don't fully understand the whole concept of that. That's really a big downside of becoming a ghoul, because as some of you may know, you have to wear this disguise to do the quest lines. Well, the majority of the quest lines, you have to wear this disguise. So it just increases more loading screens, having to go to JVO at Radiant Hills, go and do the quest line, and then when you want to remove the disguise, you got to go back to JVO to have it removed. You can't just remove it. It's just weird. I don't know if the developers just want us to go through more loading screens to just help increase our playtime or something, or what. I mean, but yeah, we have to go through multiple different loading screens. Either way, though, this is an upside right here. They got rid of these huge debuffs that we used to get. Now the only thing we got to worry about, besides the disguise being tedious, is it's just going to give us charisma penalty. As you can see here, ghouls have a hard time interacting with NPCs through Appalachia. By default, all ghouls have a -10 penalty to their charisma, and this affects any perks reliant on charisma score, such as inspirational. So you get less experience when you are a ghoul and stuff. But yeah, that's some positive news. It seems like Bethesda did listen to how we didn't like that. There are a few other things I'm not going to note in this video because I've covered plenty of times before in the past over them, but hopefully Bethesda continues to listen and helps polish up this update more with continuing to get rid of things that we think is bad with this update. Like for instance, you know, the 1,000 atoms thing to switch back and forth from a ghoul. There could be different outlets we could go with that. Like there could be a monthly timer, like once you transform, it'll take you a month again to be able to transform back, or there could be something where we would unlock a freebie to be able to transform out of the seasons, or you know, maybe we could purchase a ghoul transformation from stamps or gold bullion. Yeah, I don't know, there's plenty of different ways they could go about that instead of having it cost $10. And the same thing with the disguises, they don't really make much sense to me because while wearing power armor, you are in a disguise, you're not seen. And same with, you know, putting on like a Fosnot mask and covering your body, you're also not seen. So I don't know, I'm pretty sure it has something to do with the programming. That's the reason why we have to wear these disguises. Like I mentioned, I really don't fully understand that. Anyways, I'm not going to get too much into the negatives. I'm talking about the positives here and what Bethesda is listening to us about. Now my face just got extremely bright because this is really bright, but now I want to talk about the fixes. They've fixed a lot, and I didn't read this in my previous video because there was a lot to go over, but in this video, just sit back, relax, and listen in. I'm going to be going over everything they have polished up within this update and changed around as well. So, first off here, in the Ghoul within release notes for the update, for accessibility, they fixed an issue where the text-to-speech window could persist through various menus. They also fixed an issue where a chosen screen narration voice type could reset after relaunching the game. And they also fixed an issue where menus would not scroll properly while using text-to-speech or speech-to-text options. Anyways, for the ammo, Plasma and Ultrasight cores now display their charge value. Fully charged Fusion, Plasma, and Ultrasight cores can now be placed in the ammo box. Fusion cores count as in use while in Power Armor when storing unused ammo in the ammo box. Fusion cores assigned to Power Armor cannot be stored in the ammo box. Now let's go down to the armor. Fix an issue where the Vault 63 jetpack paint could not be applied to the Vulcan jetpack. Enclave Technician headwear now provides correct damage and disease resistance against airborne hazards. Hazmat and Chinese stealth suit now count as wearing a full matching set of armor. Hazmat suit is now in the armor category in the Pip-Boy. Now for the camp fixes. Expand the area of passive power for the winter retreat workshop structure. Fix an issue where workshop items would not place correctly while using free cam in the summer camp shelter. Stored camp pet furniture now properly refers to them as a dweller. The last turbo fert grenade in a stack will function as expected. Fix an issue where two doors could be attached to the same door frame. Fix an issue with the flower cart vending machine not having proper transparency on the flowers. Carrying down here to the combat changes. Reduce the health and damage output of super mutants. Fix an issue with the Cavaliers mod where the player took increased damage while blocking. Manhunt corrected grammatical mistakes in Mad Dog Malone's lines. Now down to the combat balancing. These are some important changes, so listen in, guys. Most pistols have been modified to incorporate the damage that they would deal via perks into their base damage, since those perks no longer offer a pistol-specific increase to damage. In addition to this, a few pistols have received a further increase to their base damage. The following weapons can be converted to rifles via mods and thus will have their base damage further increased in the future. Pipe gun, pipe revolver, pipe bolt action, laser gun, ultrasight laser gun, plasma gun, and enclave plasma gun. So yeah, all those can be changed into a rifle. Anyways, carrying down here, we got the weapon damage changes. The base damage values listed here represent the weapon at its max level 45 or 50. Lower levels have been adjusted proportionally. Now, I'm not going to read off all of the numbers here, but as you can see, a lot of damage has been buffed with pistols. Pretty awesome to know. Anyways, carrying on down here to the weapon action point cost changes. As you can see, action points now cost less with a lot of different weapons. Mainly pistols, and not just pistols, as you can see. A lot of things take now less action points. So that's good to know too. Anyways, next up here is the weapon sneak damage multiplier changes. As you see, it states these are the base VATS critical damage multiplier for each weapon. Mods and perks can further increase these values. So they gave a little buff to each of these weapons. The 10mm Alien Blaster, Crusader Pistol, Pipe Bolt Action, and the Pipe Gun. You get a little bit more damage with your sneak damage. Also, another change here for the Dangerous Pastimes event. Increase the countdown timer of the first stage to allow for more time before interacting with the intercom. That's good. Anyways, now for the legendary mods changes. There's quite a bit here. Fix the bug causing legendary mod boxes to drop on death. Fix an issue which caused the Pounders mod to do more damage than intended. Battle Loaders no longer activates when bashing players or teammates. Fix an issue with the Defenders mod where players took increased damage while blocking. Conductors now correctly grants 5% health and AP on successful critical hits. Legendary mod boxes can now be scrapped for legendary modules. 1 star is 3 modules, 2 stars are 6 modules, 3 stars are 12 modules, and 4 stars are 24 modules. So this is a great change right there. Once again, legendary mod boxes can now be scrapped for legendary modules. So yeah, that's amazing. Anyways, carrying on here, it says you now have a chance to learn the plans by scrapping the mod boxes at the same rate as scrapping an item with the mod attached. That's amazing. Anyways, moving on, it states Arms Keepers no longer applies to grenades. Cavaliers weapon fixed the bug causing this mod to increase damage taken instead of reducing it. Armor now grants negative 5% damage taken while sprinting. Sentinels now grants negative 5% damage taken while standing. Furious, this effect is now considered Onslaught, plus 5% damage per stack, plus 9 max stats, and stacks with the new Gunslinger and Gorilla perks. Yes, this new Onslaught mechanic they've added is a really good one to increase your damage. You don't have to be a Ghoul either to be using this Onslaught mechanic. As you see here, it states, Onslaught description. Each consecutive hit grants a stack of Onslaught. Stacks expire once per second. Players have an initial limit of 0 and can increase this through perks and items. The effects granted per stack can also be modified by perks and items. Also, Pounders, reworded for Onslaught and fix an issue with the stack limit, plus 10% damage per Onslaught stack, plus 10 max stacks. Safe Crackers, a new effect, plus 1 lockpick and plus 1 hacking skill. It's an interesting effect. I don't see me really using that, but either way. Magazines, they updated Guns and Bullets 3 description to state that it gives 100% increase to ballistic crit damage. Carrying on down here to Power Armor. Power Armor now grants plus 10 strength regardless of your current strength. That's awesome. That's an awesome change too. It makes sense too. I mean, you're in Power Armor. You should be able to carry more. Anyways, carrying on here. Inspecting and previewing Power Armor now correctly shows the parts attached to it. In addition, the Inspect menu now displays the contents of the chassis. And here are the perks changes. Adjusted some perk names for better alphabetical sorting. Onslaught now has a HUD indicator, so you'll know that Onslaught is activating. Anyways, next up here, a help entry has been added for Onslaught. Added a help entry for small guns. Updated the help entry for VATS to include information about limb targeting and weakness resistance being tied to the perception stat. Add an option to disable the unopened perk card pack prompt. Starting loadouts have been adjusted to accommodate perk card changes. Fix an issue where upgraded perk cards only show rank 1 values when unequipped. Perk balancing. This is quite a bit of balancing here. There's a lot to read here, so just sit back, relax, and listen in, y'all. Alright, so here we go. Perk balancing. Arms Keeper. Ranks reduced from 3 to 2. Rank 1 increased to 50%. Rank 2 increased to 75%. Now applies to all weapons except grenades. Awareness. New effect. Gain more VATS accuracy based on perception. The effect of seeing weaknesses in VATS is now tied to having at least 10 perception. Barbarian. Ranks reduced from 3 to 1. New effect. Gain damage resistance based on your strength. Doubled when not wearing armor. Bodyguards. Ranks reduced from 4 to 1. New effect. Gain damage and energy resistance based on your charisma per teammate. Demolition Expert. Ranks reduced from 5 to 3. Rank 2 increased from 20% to 40% explosive damage. Rank 3 increased from 30% to 60% explosive damage. Fix an issue where Demolition Expert was increasing turret damage instead of home defense. Demolition Expert is no longer required to craft explosives. Dude, that's actually a really awesome change with Demolition Expert, because it's always kind of annoying how much perk requirement was required for that. Now it's down to 3. That's awesome. Anyways, carrying on here, Cap Collector. Reduced chance of extra caps from 100% to a chance based on your luck that ranges from 20% to 85%. Can Do. Ranks reduced from 3 to 1. New effect. Find more packaged food based on your luck. Added an additional chance to occur based on your luck that ranges from 20% to 85%. Can now apply to NPC loot. Concentrated Fire. No longer grants limb targeting. This is now acquired by having at least 5 perception. Fix the damage bonus not increasing per shot. The per shot effects are now limited to 20 stacks. Crack Shot. Now works with all small guns. Field Surgeon moved to Intelligence. Pharma. Add an additional chance to occur based on your luck that ranges from 20% to 85%. Can now apply to NPC loot. Gun Fu. Fix an issue where Gun Fu is doing much more damage than intended. Increase the damage buff from 10%, 30%, 60% to 30%, 60%, 90%. Goodwood Salt. Ranks reduced from 3 to 2. Rank 1 now reduces spoilage by 45%. Rank 2 now reduces spoilage by 90%. Gorilla. New effect. Each rank adds ranged damage to close enemies. Gorilla Expert. Ranks reduced from 3 to 1. Rank 1 now costs 2 perk points. New effect. Gain plus 1% reload speed per onslaught stack with ranged weapons. Plus 3 max stacks. Gorilla Master. Ranks reduced from 3 to 1. Rank 1 now costs 3 perk points. New effect. Gain plus 5% damage to close enemies per onslaught stack with ranged weapons. Plus 5 max stacks. Gunslinger. New effect. Each rank adds ranged damage to weak spots. 6, 9, 12 damage per rank. Gunslinger Expert. Ranks reduced from 3 to 1. Rank 1 now costs 2 perk points. New effect. Changed effect to plus 1% ranged weak spot damage per onslaught stack, plus 3 max stacks. Gunslinger Master. Ranks reduced from 3 to 1. Rank 1 now costs 3 perk points. New effect. Gain onslaught stacks over time and spend them on attacks, plus 10 max stacks. Gunrunner. Now works with any ranged weapon. Home Defense. Now correctly increases turret damage. Damage bonus is 50 to 75 to 100%. Inspirational. Ranks reduced from 3 to 1. Increased XP gain per charisma. That's cool. New effect. You and team members gain more XP. This effect scales with charisma. Ironclad. Ranks reduced from 5 to 3. New effect. Armor provides 5% more protection per rank, double if wearing a matching set. So that's how they improved Ironclad. Lead Belly. Ranks reduced from 3 to 1. New effect. Less rads from food and drink based on endurance. Modern Renegade. Now works with all small guns. Chance to cripple has been replaced with increased limb damage. Mr. Sandman. Remove the at night requirement. Pack Rat. Ranks reduced from 3 to 2. Rank 1 increased to 50%. Rank 2 increased to 75%. Pack and Light. Ranks reduced from 3 to 1. New effect. Your extra points regenerate faster when not encumbered. Pharma. Ranks reduced from 3 to 1. New effect. Find more healing chems based on luck. Portable Power. Ranks reduced from 3 to 2. Moved from Intelligence to Strength. Rank 1 increased to 50%. Rank 2 increased to 75%. Rad Resistance. Ranks reduced from 4 to 1. Rank 1 now costs 2 points. New effect. Gain radiation resistance based on your endurance. Rejuvenated. Increased bonus at rank 1. Rank 2 now has an additional bonus while not heavily irradiated. Scrounger. Ranks reduced from 3 to 1. No longer increases the quantity of explosives found. New effect. Find more ammo based on luck. Dev Note. All 3 searching perks have a chance based on luck to grant a bonus item in certain contexts, such as a medical box or ammo box. In addition, these perks increase the quantity found from all regular loot sources based on luck. Spiritual Healer. Ranks reduced from 3 to 1. New effect. You and your teammates regenerate health. This effect scales with charisma. Pretty cool. Strong Back. Ranks reduced from 4 to 1. Rank 1 now costs 2 perk points, and the Strong Back new effect is gain more carry weight based on your strength. Tank Killer. Now works with all small guns. Tenderizer. Ranks reduced from 3 to 1. Rank 1 now costs 2 points, and the new effect for Tenderizer is each attack makes your target take 0.1% increased damage. Dev Note. Each player using Tenderizer contributes to a stacking effect that does not expire and caps out at 100% increased damage. This does not work in PvP. That's awesome though. Traveling Pharmacy. Ranks reduced from 3 to 2. Rank 1 increased to 45%. Rank 2 increased to 90%. Wrecking Ball. Ranks reduced from 3 to 1 again. Moved from Intelligence to Strength. And the new effect for Wrecking Ball is you deal plus 100% damage to objects and can damage your own camp objects. So yeah. Now for the quest fixes and changes. A bump in the road. Fix a bug causing Joanna to reappear when relogging. A bump in the road. Once again, quest. Retrieve cargo from the Brahmin. Objective no longer reappears after relogging. A bump in the road. Fix an issue causing players to get duplicate Blue Ridge cargo items when relogging. A bump in the road fixed an issue where the quest would not activate if a player reached level 20 while in the area. Oldest trick in the book. Fixed an issue that could cause some cultists to not be hostile when they should be. Oldest trick in the book again, quest fix. They fixed an issue that could cause the player to become soft-locked while interacting with Hugo. Kappa Squatter. The Speak with Chief objective should now complete properly, and the Chief robot will no longer skip the explanation dialogue. That's good. That's cool. Powerhouse of the Cell. Move the objective marker for enter the organic sector to be aligned with the door. Duty Calls. Fix an issue where the quest would not progress if players log out with the brain in their inventory and resume the quest later on. Most sensational game. Speculative fixes for NPC pathing issues that could prevent progress. A Satisfied Conscience. Fix an issue where Paladin Romani would not be present at the start of the quest. Address several dialogue mismatches in Milepost 0 Fixed an issue where players could enter the ranger station bunker prematurely during the Skyline Valley questline. Ramirez, Hewson, and generic Brotherhood initiates in Fort Atlas should no longer talk about Night Shin if Romani was chosen as the leader of the Brotherhood of Steel. The potential weapons earnable from completing the elusive Crane quests can now be scrapped. UI changes and fixes now. Fixed issues where player titles could overlap a player's level when seen on the map. Radix now properly states it will suppress active mutations. Fix an issue with battle-ready Dweller loadouts having an extra unused point of endurance. Fix an issue with the Pip-Boy not displaying correct information for Guns and Bullets 3 magazine effect. Legendary script is now able to be found in the Collections tab of the Pip-Boy. Fix an issue with the Scorched Beast photo mode frame not displaying correctly when used. Now for the weapons changes and fixes. Vault 63 Laser Carbine is now craftable for all players regardless of the acquisition method. The Vault 63 Laser Carbine weapon plan and mod plans along with its mod plans can no longer be dropped, traded, or sold. Fix an issue where the Vault 63 Laser Carbine could appear multiple times in the crafting menu. Fix an issue where melee weapons appeared incorrectly when using a Scout's banner. Fix an issue where the Reaper Gatling laser paint did not apply correctly. Fixed incorrect display of Ultrasight Laser Gun and Ultrasight Gatling Laser when viewed in Inventory Workshop views. Fix an issue where the Cryptid Jawbone Knife, Vault 63 Helga, and Vault 63 Olga could not be changed back to their unique skin if another paint was applied. Fix an issue where players who unlocked the Cremator through Gold Bullion were not able to apply the Enclave Sigma Squad paint. Fix an issue where fire damage type appeared above the primary damage type on certain weapons. Fix an issue where the dual bar mod was not properly being granted when scrapping the cauterizer. Miscellaneous fixes now. Fixed an issue preventing score boosts from working correctly in private worlds. Fixed issue with Silver Collection not collecting items specified in its terminal. Fixed an issue where overgrown Moonflower assassins could be pacified with the Wasteland Whisperer perk. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even know about that. Fixed an issue in the Gleaming Desk where the mole miners wouldn't attack the drill if left alone. All ghoul piles and cultists can now be looted directly inside the old Cremora mines. Players can now trade, drop the Thrasher plushie backpack plants. Oh, okay. Increase the range at which other players can hear each other while using area chat. Added group generation to the condition of the rewards for mutated public events. Mutated party packs should now properly grant recipes and outfits once players have learned everything. Pleasant Valley claim tokens no longer have any weight. So quite a bit of good miscellaneous fixes there. Known issues that the developers know about. Bulk scrapping legendary mods. When attempting to scrap a stack of legendary mods to check to see if the mod was learned, will only trigger once. The team is currently investigating a fix and will let you know as soon as we have more information to share. For now, please scrap your legendary mods one at a time and not in bulk. Inconsistent legendary perk behavior. After transforming into a ghoul, players may notice inconsistent behavior with the What Rads, Action Diet, and Feral Rage perks. Namely, the human legendary perks What Rads won't appear as locked away for the transformed character, and the ghoul exclusive perks, Action Diet and Feral Rage, may still appear locked and unequipable. Logging out or relaunching the game should address the inconsistent behavior of these perk cards. So yeah, there you guys have it, everyone. A bunch of changes and fixes that they have added in the game. Yes, that was quite a bit to read, but I just wanted to read them all out for you guys so you guys can just, listen in. I know you're probably not just sitting here watching it. You're probably just listening to this, just soak in the changes and fixes. Hopefully this was enlightening to you and you learned something new from this video. I would love to know your favorite changes and fixes. Personally, I am really in favor of the disguise not having all those like action point and running debuffs. That's great. Still not in favor of the whole disguise thing, but hey, that's a good change in my opinion. It's a big plus. But yeah, I'm out of here though, everyone. As always, most importantly, appreciate y'all taking the time watching and listening. Until next time, peace.